All right, we finished installing all of our zones now. It's all done. We've done the backfill. We've flushed all our heads. We've done the water settling. Our trenches have all water settled. We've graded it out. Now what we've done, we've installed all of the guts to the sprinkler heads. Remember, there's a body, and this is what's inside of it. We installed all the bodies already. We did that before we did our water settling. We let the water flush through that. So now what we've done, we've installed all of them, but this one I wanted to show you how we do this. The parts that are here on this, there's the plunger, the spring. Also here is a spray nozzle. Underneath the spray nozzle is a screen. You need to have a screen on every sprinkler head. Screen goes in. That just protects these little holes here from clogging up right away, because these are small holes and the screen filters the water so that you don't get any particles into it. Screw the nozzle on. Now some of the heads you may buy may have the nozzle and the screen already installed. You might just be buying what you need. This one here, we installed them separately. Now we can take and install this into the body of the sprinkler. When you're installing it into the body of the sprinkler, this one happens to be a full head, so we don't have to worry about doing any adjustment. On the nozzle itself, you're going to see an indication of the spray pattern on some of the nozzles for the half, the quarter, and the 3/4. These are the fixed arcs. You'll see a spray pattern on there. So what you can do is see and line that spray pattern up where you think it needs to go, then drop it into the body, into the grooves that are there. You drop it in now. When you tighten this up, the nozzle is not going to move. It's going to stay right there. Tighten this up. Now the next thing we want to do is turn our zones on and see our spray patterns to make sure we don't have to do any fine adjustments by turning the head. And also we want to see if we need to do any control in our valves. Remember, the valves have a flow control. We can adjust the volume of water that is coming out. We want to see when these come on, if they mist and a little bit too much water has a little carried over from the wind. We don't want that. We want to coarsen up the spray so all of our water stays where we want it. So we can do that with our flow control on our valve. Let's take a look at our sprays and see how much adjustment we need to make. Okay, here on zone 1 we've got it on, and you'll notice that there's a little bit of misting going on with the sprinkler heads right there in the middle, the fulls. What we need to do is adjust the flow control down just a little bit on this to coarsen that spray up so that you don't have any drifting of water. That all the water is just going out of the sprinkler heads and down onto the ground. You want a coarse spray. That's what the flow controls are for. So we're going to adjust that just a little bit, and you can do that on your valve too. Just adjust it down. Okay, right here is the flow control on the valve that we have turned down. This is where you turn it down, the flow, to get that mist off of the sprinkler heads.